streaming starting. Hey, what's up, you guys? We're gonna get that thing going here. Streaming starting soon. We're on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. Stephanie Stallworth, AtlTrafficLady. You're watching HowWeFlow.Today, baby. What's going on with ya? There's a lot going on. From the shutdown to the snapback. We need some snapback and we need the shutdown reopened. The name of this video is From the Shutdown to the Snapback with Stephanie Stallworth, your AtlTrafficLady on HowWeFlow.Today, TV. What up, though? So I'm out here on a rainy Wednesday, October 29th, 2025. Where are you today? Are you in the shutdown or are you in the snapback? Oh, well, you know, some people are going to have to shut some things down in order to get their snapback, right? You got to snap back into shape. You got to snap back into what God had for you. You got to stop playing around with this mess. Stop playing with these things. I just watched a video on YouTube that showed Pastor T. Renee Glenn, and her topic was, be careful. Oh, warns you to, hold on. Be careful who lays hands on you. Ha! And I've been telling you all that. Why do the oilists have the oil? Why are they laying hands like a bull in a china shop, just busting through the people with no oil on? What are they doing? No anointing, no nothing. Just a whole dog and pony show act, man. Oh, Lord, I'm so tired of it. It's not even taking it anymore. No more. When are you going to wake up and smell the tomatoes? It's team too much. It's team entirely too doggone. And you know it. We all know it. Everybody knows it. Everybody can see it. It's just waiting for you. Waiting for you to do something about it. What you going to do about this thing? What you gonna do for me? What you going to do about it? What you going to do about it? You got to take some radical action and don't look back. That bite you. Bite you where it hurts. And will ruin your entire everything that you've built, because it's coming. I told you before. Say it again. If you don't put a stop to it, it's going to have a stop put to it. The Lord will make sure it gets stopped. But the difference in whether you stop it or the Lord stops it is if you stop it before the Lord has to stop it, because you won't stop it, then you'll be on the good side of the outcome. If you don't stop it and the Lord has to stop it, then you're going down with them. They're a fake, fraud, and a phony. And if you didn't call the fake, fraud, and a phony out to be who they are, before God exposes the fake, fraud, and the phony, and you're still connected to them, like you're all up with them like that, then you're going to be considered a fake, fraud, and a phony, and you don't want that. You've worked too long and hard in your life to build your stuff up to where it is. And it's stepping in high cotton. I ain't gonna lie. But it's coming tumbling down. And the question is, will you be going down with it? Or will you be the one that is shutting it down so you can snap back? Come on, snap back. Let's go. I don't know what you're doing up there. It's a dog and a pony show, a 3-ring circus from day one. Who forced you to do that? Who made you feel like you had to do that thing? I'm going to tell them, go pound sand somewhere. I'm not doing it anymore. I refuse. It's not authentic to what I'm supposed to be doing. It's not part of my purpose and what I'm called to do. It's what people made me do. What people coerced me to do or convinced me to do, that I'm going to get some benefit out of it, but you're not getting any benefit out of it. You're getting drained emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially. It's the wrong decision. And some people never want to admit that they were wrong or made a bad decision. We all make bad decisions. So what? The question is, what are you going to do once you're willing to admit that you made the bad decision? You're going to keep making the bad decision? You're going to keep making a mistake because you spent a long time making it? or are you going to take corrective action? I mean, you got to shut it down so you can snap back. So I need you to shut that thing down. I'm still sick of looking at that phony. It's just phony. And you know it ain't even right. You know it's not what it should be. Not what it's called to be. It is an imposter syndrome. It's an imposter, a fake, a phony, a fraud, a shapeshifter, copycat, destiny swapper, just using manipulation, taking away your free will to choose what you want by either giving you confusion or putting have someone put spell work on you or put something in your food. You know what it is. You know what these people do. I don't know fully because I don't do it. I know of it. And I promise you, I'm just here to help. God sent me here to help. I'm here to help some people to understand what it is and what it ain't. And this is what it ain't. You better cut. No more. Wrap. It's a wrap. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I can't even sit there looking at that mess no more. Oh my gosh. I've been trying to hold up the bloodstained banner. Keep standing in the gap. But I tire of that now. It is something I want no parts of. So if you ever want to rescue this thing, then you need to shut that other mess down. It can be rescued. You can right the ship. The ship could talk. So you built for this, you built for it. So stop acting like you can only be in the kiddie pool with old low levels, nasty stuff and nasty people. You built for more than that. Don't you know? I always used to say in these HowWeFlow.Today community videos, do you even know who you are? Oh my gosh, I think either you forgot or you didn't believe God when he told you. Do you even know what goodness he has for you? I don't think you believed it was possible for you. That's why you took the lower level choice. Why would you do that to yourself? Self-sabotaging spirit is not a good thing. Please believe what the Lord has said. His word will not come back void. And last night, we're in a three-day revival at New Birth Missionary Baptist Church. What up, Pastor Brian? Jamal Brian. Listen. Day 3 of tonight. I wasn't there last night. I was there Monday night. Last night, I wasn't feeling well. I've been very under the weather. And just had to rest. But tonight, I may be able to make my way. Press my way in the cold and the rain to go get that last word there. But last night, Prophet Marcus Thomas called out the scripture. I've been calling out on HowWeFlow.Today TV for a long, long time since we started this thing. More than 2 years ago. When Isaiah 60:22, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Isaiah 60:22. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. So where will you be when the time is right and the Lord makes it happen? That is my question for you today. Where will you be when the time is right and the Lord makes it happen? Will you be still stuck in that mess and then you'll be on the wrong side of what he makes it happen? Or will you have shut it down so when the right time comes, you're ready for your snapback? Because right now, you're just going, woo, lower. Lower, Satan, lower. You need higher, lift up Jesus higher. You're going the wrong way with that thing. That whole package is a mess. Ugh. I would have never done that thing. Listen, if you got caught making a mistake, that's what might happen. That you were caught making a mistake, red-handed, So you decided instead of mea culpa and say, okay, yeah, I shouldn't have been doing that. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I was messed up. I was in my flesh. I was whatever that is, right? Speak the truth. Tell the truth to shame that devil. That devil's trying to shame you into staying. Come on now. No. So you were caught red-handed making a mistake. We all make mistakes. And it was a compromising position for everyone involved. And it could affect livelihoods, et cetera, et cetera. So instead of being caught making a mistake, you own up to it and say, yeah, probably shouldn't have went that route. Probably shouldn't have been there. Shouldn't have been doing that. Shouldn't have even involved myself with any of that or them or whatever it is, right? But instead, when you were caught making a mistake, because you've been making it for a long time, you doubled down on the mistake and kept making it. I'm going to stay in this mistake since I was caught. They think they caught me. They ain't catch me. I'm going to act like I wanted this all the time to be public and ready to go. So I'm going to go all the way with this mistake. If you go all the way with a mistake, it's still a mistake. Even if you see it through to the final thing, it's still a mistake. So just because you spent a long time making a mistake, and you did, doesn't mean you have to keep making the mistake. You just correct. Course correct. Own up to that thing. Oh, I blew it. I know. And I took all y'all down this road with me with a bunch of foolishness just to save face. We don't need to save face. You need to face yourself and own up to that thing, and you ain't got to worry about this stuff no more. It's a wrap. It is pride, it is ego that keep you making the mistake because you don't want to be seen as wrong. I don't want to be seen as had another failed this or that. I will be seen as a failure in this area of my life. Get over it. Get over that. That has nothing to do with your destiny and your future and your purpose in life. God already knew what the things you were going to do. But the question was, how do you handle it? Did you double, triple, quadruple down, go all the way with the mistake to this day, and still acting like the mistake is not a mistake? Or do you say, I see what everyone else sees, that this was a mistake, and I'm going to make the corrections? Because if you keep going down that line, you're going down with them. And they're going to call you a phony, a fraud, a shapeshifter, a liar, a cheater, a thief, a copycat, a destiny swapper, anything else that this thing is. No oil, no anointing, no this, no that, just phony. Phony. You don't need that. You don't want that, and that's not true about you. But it's the pride and the ego part that is true about you that keep you living in that mistake space. You don't have to live there. That thing is killing you daily. It's killing you daily. It's aging you. I don't know. I said 10 years before. It's aging you 15 years to 20 years in, 18 months. What are we doing here? Look in the mirror and see it's going wrong. You should be getting that youthful glow back if you're not making a mistake. If all is lined up the way God has it lined up, it's all good. It's all good. You're looking haggard and worn for no reason. I promise you, as soon as you cut that thing loose, let them do whatever they're going to do, you're going to start to glow back up again. You're going to start to snap back, baby. It's time to snap back. Shut that thing down. Boop. Snap it back. You're back. Okay? So that is what I'm leading you towards today. To let go of my pride, let go of my ego, let go of my fear of being found to have made a big mistake in my life and carry people along on this mistake. Because the mistake is killing me. I'm speaking and how you would say, this mistake is killing me daily, and I want out. I went along with it because I was caught doing something, and I acted like it's no scandal to do. It's no mistake to do what I'm doing when you knew all along it was. You should just, as the servant of the Lord that you are, you should just have been able to say, all right, I blew it. I shouldn't have done that. And then cut the whole thing off, just send that whole thing away. What did Prophet Marcus Thomas say? This, when this is gone last night, send this away. Send that thing away and be free. Come on now. Prophecy is a prophecy. And the this that I'm speaking of that's ruining your life, they had a prophecy that they will have their own thing, but it'll be independent of you. It will no longer be in your energy because that's not where they belong. You leveled them up enough that they could go off now and do their own thing, as the prophet said, and be quite successful at it to a point, to a fault though, because they need to come up out of their mistake also. They need to get healed because, and I'll go back to Pastor T. Renee Glenn on YouTube. It was, I forget what channel this was on. It's on the, what is this? Joy105.com channel on YouTube. They said, Pastor T. Renee Glenn warns, be careful who lays hands on you. He said, how you angry in ministry? Right? How you mad in ministry? And you laying hands on people as spiritual transfer that mad and angry, and then they laid hands on you, and now you mad and angry. You don't even know why. I wouldn't let them touch me with a 10-foot pole. That's why I don't even come around there. I wouldn't let them touch none of my kids, nothing that I know about. And if I was the leader of those people there, they wouldn't be laying hands on nobody. They wouldn't be, give me the oil. Don't give them no oil. They don't even have no oil. They don't even belong there. They manipulated their way into the position just for power and control. And you open the gate to the power and control for them, and to the influence, and to all of that. But all the people that they're influencing, they're not influencing in a positive way, because this has not healed from whatever they had to experience in their life. So all they're doing is pouring the bleeding wound from their own life onto other people, and I say this all the time, smacking other people's scabs and knocking them off so they could be also still wounded and unhealed and identify with the unhealed. Unhealed identify with unhealed. The healed identify with the healed. If you're healed, you can see unhealed. If you're unhealed, you can see healed. But if you're up there unhealed and you're speaking to people who are healed and unhealed, the unhealed are going to really gravitate to what you're saying because they're not healed either. So all the spouting and the pouting, all the angry and the pointing fingers at people and saying, who you, this and that, all of that, it gets the other people activated to say, yeah, he's talking real whatever. He's talking the real thing. No, they talking the hurt thing. And if you, as a leader, that God put you in charge of leading people, are allowing that over what you're in charge of, and allowing that to pour into the people, you're doing wrong. You are equally accountable for whatever happens as a result of your decision to put them in charge of that portion of what God told you to lead. So that's the same, again, as just because you made a mistake, you don't have to keep making it. You've been making a mistake for a long time, don't keep making it. If you made a mistake, put the wrong person in position, in place, in influence, in power, in leadership, and you realize, finally, the wolf with spiritual clarity now, that it was a big, fat mistake. The question is, do you keep making the mistake? I see it clearly, but am I going to keep making the mistake just because it's already done? No, you set that thing down. What would you recommend to somebody? Keep making the mistake. Well, sometimes people do. That's probably how you got there. The people around you, people who are in charge of, your position there, Well, now that this came out, you guys got to keep doing it, or else nobody's going to be here. Neither one of y'all going to be here. So you keep making mistakes. But that was a mistake. That was a mistake. You should have just said, hey, yeah, I was fooling around. I did the wrong thing. Made some poor decisions. That was one of them. But I'm clear. That person is no longer here. They'll no longer have influence, and I'm on the straight and narrow. And that's how you come up out of it. But if you keep double, tripling, quadrupling down, 10xing on this mistake, to keep making it and keep living it like it's so precious and wonderful, so amazing, so brilliant, and so all of that, no, you're still making the same mistake. And you're making it for a longer time and a longer time. And again, there's going to come a time. The time is right. The Lord will make it happen. He's going to set the whole thing right. He's going to do it suddenly, set it all right, and you're going to be the right side or the wrong side of it. And if you stay where you are, making this mistake, you and whoever you're connected with there that shouldn't be there, y'all going to be together on the wrong side of what God said. Now, I wouldn't want you to be there. I wouldn't want to be there. So you got to shut it down. Shut it down. There is no coming to the table. There is no negotiating. Now, I'll agree with the government shutdown, but they ain't negotiating. They ain't coming to the table. In this situation, you don't negotiate with snakes. You don't negotiate with demons. You don't come to the table to talk about. They could beg, plead, be on their knees, whatever they want, do whatever they want to do to you. Try to do whatever they want to do to entice you to say, okay, stay. But no, the answer is no. It's a whole shutdown. No more. It's over. And once you realize that you can actually do that, that is an option for you, and it's good to have options. You can stay where you are, but I don't want to be around there. And I hate to see what happens to the people that you put them in charge of. Keep going down this road, kick this can down the road. I ain't going to do it yet. I know I need to do it, but I'm scared. What if this, what if that? And what if where I'm going doesn't want me there or whatever? Stop worrying about that. If God said a thing, it's a thing. If God said it, it is it. And when the time is right, He's going to make it happen. But you've got to learn the lesson, because you can't go into the new and the improved version of all that God has for you if you're still making the same mistakes and you didn't learn the lesson. There's a lesson in everything we experience in life. There's some kind of a lesson. What can we learn from this? I can learn not to double down on my mistakes and keep doing them just to save space, to say, and do that thing. You didn't mean to do that thing. You weren't even thinking about that thing seriously. You weren't thinking about this seriously. That person's a this. This has got to go. You weren't thinking about this seriously until you were found out. And then when you're found out, you're like, oh, I'm found out. And I said, when that happened, that was your get out of jail free card, baby. They can no longer have no influence on you because the whole spot got blown up all at once. And I would have thought you would have freed yourself. But no, you decided, how are we going to manage this? How are we going to PR this thing? How are we going to double, triple down? Well, let's show up that we really meant to be there doing that. And we really did mean to do this long term. You did it. Not want to jump off, whatever you call that thing. You don't mean to do that with that. But because you felt like, or were coerced, that if you want to keep what you got, you're going to make this thing be right. Like in the old days when people say, if a young girl and a guy end up pregnant, that you got to marry her, shotgun wedding. So just because you found out don't mean you got to stay with it. This ain't those days. Because I personally would not choose to live a miserable life with a miserable, nasty, evil, dark, dirty, controlling, manipulative, narcissistic tendency type person who wants to control me, who's secretly competing with me, and who wants to take over everything that I am and have, and take everything I've got, from my mind, my body, my soul, my spirit, and my money. I want to destroy everything about you so I can have it, because I think, it's not me, this is the person that's the this that we're talking about, because this person thinks that that's the only way to get stuff, is to cheat, manipulate, lie, coerce. Transactional relationships is the only way to get stuff. And they don't even believe or understand that you can still get everything that you want, that God ordained for you. And even if He didn't ordain it, you could still probably get it by working hard and doing things the right way. So when they see someone who's worked hard to get where they are, do things the right way, they think, oh, they had to be using their body to get that. They had to be on their knees to get that. So I hear tell that people who were where y'all are, that are no longer there, said that this who needs to go on a normal, regular basis would, and I've experienced it, but I hear now it's wide reaching. Any person who they thought could stand in the way of them having what they currently think they have right now, they would sabotage, they would create rumors on them, they would give them a very hard time so that they would leave, they would make everybody believe these terrible, awful, disgusting things. They would say anything that they could say to make someone now look at this person differently. And that is their MO, and that's what they've done. So it's not just to one person, it's to many people they've done this to. And people that work closely with you. And that organization, they say, true or false? True, ding, yes, absolutely doggone true. This is the absolute God's honest truth. And so that lets me further know what I already knew from my own experience, that the systematic dismantling of your God-breathed leadership team that you brought in, and now none of them are left, except the wonderful one who was there before any of us got there. And they better never get affected by this mess and this. They better never get affected by this, or they will really be sorry. Because that person kept everything going until it was your time to show up. That person is royalty. This thing is a whole nasty snake. A demon from the pit of hell, or sent by the demon. Because the enemy sends people, whether they know that they're sent or being used or not. Perhaps this doesn't know that they're being used, but I believe that they are the core of the whole thing, because that is how they know to interact with people. If people controlled them and they couldn't have things the way they wanted it to be, they had to learn to manipulate that situation to get out of it. Unfortunately, tough times and terrible things happen in people's lives, and we all find ways to cope with these things, and seemingly their way to cope with it looks like they're going to manipulate other people out of stuff, because that's the only way they can get to control, because they didn't have any control over their situation earlier in life because of other dastardly deed doers doing things with them, right? And so, unfortunately, if you never heal from that, then you literally continue the cycle, right? Whether it's the exact same type of abuse that they experience that they do to somebody else, or other ways of abusing situations, people, places, and things to get what they want and be on top. Power and control, but never healed. So they're still spouting and pouting and angry and not ministering to the people in the way that they need to be ministered to. They are just keeping people where they are, or dragging people back from their healing space by pouring that same old nasty, angry, spouty, pouty, you this and you that to these people. It doesn't let them heal. And so because of this never healed, from unfortunately all the terrible things that happened in their life, I can't say anything from that, People in various ways, and one way to cope with it is to think always to be calculated, manipulating to get the outcome you want, because there were so many times you could not have the outcome you wanted, which was be left alone. Because people didn't leave them alone when they should have, through no fault of this person. It was no other person's fault. And situation where they were taking advantage as a young person, sometimes there's a lot of ways to cope with it, and a lot of and experts for that kind of because someone controls it, then you find ways to manipulate situations. That's what individual and we see people learn, and if they heal. So just have and you've elevated to this enough that they can go about their lovely way and do whatever they want, and some level of success. In fact, I said this probably, but I said it a long time ago. Name of the video. I think it's called "Who Am I Talking to?" You and you, something like that is the name of the video. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to you and you, something like that. And so I'm talking to the this, and I'm talking to the person I'm talking to here, and this could fit other people's situations, HowWeFlow.Today TV community as well. So I told the person who I'm helping here all that they have ahead of them, and then I also shared with the this what they could have. But what they could have is not where they are. What they could have is not where they're currently in. And that's why you have to shut it down. It's not only going to help you to elevate and be in alignment and purpose with what God said, it's going to help them be in alignment and purpose with what God said, and help them to heal and level up and be less stally and pouty, and learn to turn that pain into power instead of pain into, right? And today, so this could be quite successful, is what I said a moment ago, if they decided to figure out how to heal. But if they think they don't need to heal, sometimes people who need to heal don't think they need to heal. Sometimes we all think we don't need, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. And it's not that there's anything wrong. It's just that whatever has occurred, we have to find ways to fix things with ourselves so that we're handling it properly, and that we've learned things from it, and that we take away some things, but we don't in, yeah. So, again, to you and you, to both of you. And this is probably, well, you're this. I gotta find a video reposted. But yeah, they can do fine. And you give them enough clout, they can go now. They don't need you anymore. They want it. And you're miserable. And I don't stay in a place. I spent 13 long years in a miserable marital situation. Never again. And when I see people doing it, I'm going to keep telling you, don't do that. You don't want it. It doesn't get better. You're not even quite up on a year. I was 13 years, thinking it's going to get better every time. Because what I think it's going to get better, and they act a little better, all sweet and wonderful again, only to just throw it out, rip your eyeballs out, rip your heart out, if you will, right after they were really sweet, right? It doesn't get better. A manipulator and a controller is always going to be that. An unhealed person, unless they heal, they're not going to learn to treat you any differently than they already been treating you. And if it added 15 years to your life in 15 months, it's a problem. More than 15 months now. So, 18 months now. I'm just here to help. I'm not even mad. I'm really just here to help. Because I don't know if you understand it. And you need to understand this thing is not a physical thing. It is not, and Prophet even talked about it last night, it's not flesh and blood that we wrestle against. It's principalities. It is spiritual. And because they got a lovely facade, sometimes we can't see the dark spiritual side that's in them, or that they're operating through or within, right? Or that's operating on them if they're being used. We can't see that because all we can see is the lovely and they want to talk so sweet and whatever, so we don't know what's really going on. And so many people about it. Not everybody, because everybody was looking at side eye until you endorsed them. Oh, they're so amazing, so brilliant, and everybody's like, okay, well, we'll believe they are doing it. So, what you said, just cut it off right, pull it up at the root. But you let it continue to grow and be what is those pretty flower things that and it's still like people like, and we try to help through it, and then kind of destroy the roots, go over, plant to be there, and you destroy it. I'm back. I'm in the car, as you see. And so driving along was fine. And I get up to the house, and it kind of keeps trying to connect to the internet in the house. So I don't know. I'm going to shut it down. But listen, they're a big poisonous weed that has taken over your root system. And you got to shut that down. You got to pull it out by the root. And it has to go. Because if you even leave the root in there, you even leave any connection to you, the plant or the bush or the flower that should be there, you were assigned there. They were brought there. They came in. So they came in and intruded and blew everything up. So because you belong there, you should still be there. But the weed has to be taken out by the root and completely removed in order for you to continue to thrive or to thrive again. So you got to understand that they are a whole weed in your life. And taken out by the root doesn't mean that they still work there. Taken out by the root doesn't mean that they still connected with you. Taken out by the root doesn't mean y'all still in conversation or talking. Taken out by the root means it's gone. I don't know where the weeds are that I pulled. They're gone. Never to be seen or heard from again. Never the twain shall meet. Never the twain shall meet. You don't never, there's nothing else to say. Because they spent time trying to destroy you, the plant, beautiful plant, flower, whatever that you are. A weed's job is to destroy. And that's what they came to do, is to destroy you. They came to destroy you. So, my son is home. They came to destroy you, and they're destroying you bit by bit. And so, being in it, you probably couldn't tell. And as much as they dogged you out, then they reeled you back in with the sweet and the good. And you're like, oh, it's not so bad. And then they dog you out, and you're like, oh, this is terrible, I can't stand it. And then they realize you want to go. It's like, oh no, and it's a push-pull. It's a push-pull. It's a sweet and a nasty. And that's how it goes. It'd be nasty until you say, all right, that's it. And they say, oh no, I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. I'll do better. La, 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 la. What do you think that weed is saying to my bush? Oh, it's okay. And the more I ignore the weed, the bigger it gets. That's just on top. But it's the root system that's underground. You can't even tell how far those roots are entrenched in your soil, in your foundation, in what God put in you. They're destroying what God put in you. Because you can't thrive with that weed's roots spoiling you. I am here to help you. I promise you. I love you so much. I forgot all of this. Love, hugs, fat, all of that. Heart eyes, everything. Husband, Pat. Welcome to HowWeFlow.Today TV. It's our community centered on self-care, wellness, the art of well-being, living our best life ever, which is our dream life, which is the life God created for us, which is our destined life, because if He's our creator, He knew what He created us for. He knew who He created us for. He knew how to bring us together and how we could live that blessed, destined life. But when we go against the will of God, when we let the weeds that are intrusive stay in our soil, it slowly degrades you, slowly diminishes you, and it slowly ages you slightly faster than usual. So if in 15 months, age 15 years, that's a year a month on your face. We can't do that. You need to be really fresh. As you get older, you need to be looking younger. Come on. If you're really living really good, then you got the joy of the Lord that is your strength, right? Not this intrusive weed burrowing into the soil of the purpose that God put in you to take all your nutrients, meaning all of your purpose, and use it for their growth. That's what they do. Replay that part. That's what they did. And they're winning. How you said, we always win. What do you mean? Of course we always win. You're on the Lord's side. Come on now. You want to act like you're on the Lord's side. Because it's already, my mom used to say, stay with the Lord on your side. It's a fixed fight. You're already fit to win. So why are you acting like you're going to lose? You can't lose. Unless you don't do what God said. He's the creator. He knew what He created you for. Anything that you created, anything that you've ever created in your life, you were the creator of it. You knew what you created it for. You knew what each part should do. You know how they could interact. You know what the purpose was. You knew what you expected it to do later, and how you set things in place so that would happen. Much the same what he did when he created us. Oh my gosh. That reminds me of that video I did not too long ago. Coming out of a building from downtown Atlanta. Guys be out there. Hey, what's up? Da, da, da. So usually, I'm not really chatting people up, but this guy, I was walking out, he was right there. He's like, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman. And I'm like, hey, whatever. And I keep going. He's like, if you didn't see my video, he said, do you know? I'm like, do I know? Do you know what God did? I'm like, what? Do you know what God did? What God did? Do you know what God did when He created you? I'm like, I usually keep walking like, he said, He took His time with you. He took His time when He created you. So it's like anything you create that does well and as you have to be, you took your time with it. You took your time to make it what you wanted it to be. And that's just us as mere humans. Can you imagine with the Lord Himself, how He took His time to create us and create everything He wanted for us to do, accomplish, to be, experience in our lives? And He also gave us the free will to choose. He's not going to make us do what He said, but He's going to hope that you learn the lesson. Will you learn the lesson? Will you learn the lesson to what I created you for? Stop going free willy and making these mistakes, right? He took His time to set up these connections and the paths crossing and the way everything worked together for our good. He took His time to let that happen. He took His time. He was specializing in what He needed and wanted in this scenario. And so when we go against what it is, you think He likes that? No. I am here to serve and please the Lord. That's what I'm here for. I don't mean I don't make mistakes, but I endeavor to serve and please God in all I do, and all I think and all I say. Now, there may have been a time that I took some free will experiences, right? And did they get me to the destiny God wanted me to be in at that time? No. I had to turn my ways back to Him and say, Lord, I yield. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. I am not in charge of this thing. I didn't make me. If I made me, I would have taken my time to make me, and I would know just what I wanted me to do. You make me, He made me. You didn't make you, He made you. He made you to do whatever you made yourself to do, all things you're doing that are out of His will. How's that working out for you? It's aging in 15 years and 15 months. That's not working. To me, that ain't working. It's going to put you in an early grade. You keep that up. Come on. That's not good. That is 2 thumbs down. So, I mean, I'm just trying to tell you. I know what I know about that situation. I know things that affected me from that situation and what I've seen and experienced for myself. And then I also know what God told me about that situation and of this, it has to go. And I also know what people who are very close to you, both in your circle, said about how that person operates. And the truth is the truth. And it all lines up. So I'm not crazy. I know what I saw, I know what I experienced, and I know what God told me. And now a fourth area of confirmation of people who are inside, right there with it, watching that thing go down, watching how this operates to destroy anybody who could come into connection with you, might have put a connection with you, or they thought was a threat to their connection with you, their faulty, fake connection with you, their manipulated connection with you, or their free will connection that you both had for each other, right? But that's how they operate. You've got to know this by now. And I'll go back to your leadership team, the one whose name sounds like someone who operates a boat. one who citrus fruit is yellow, one who is like all power, but it's L. The one who is not like fly like an eagle, but another kind of bird that starts with an H, like Atlanta's a team. Atlanta's their Atlanta's mascot, Hawks, or the hawk in the end, and that great store of discounts, not TJ Maxx, but it starts with an R, ends with an SS, has an O in the middle, Ross, right? All of those that God allowed you to pull together was a dream team. And ain't no way, no doggone way you can make me believe, and the people around that scenario and in that place that you're leading believe that all of them did wrong to be dismissed from their position. It just isn't possible. Not all of them. Was that 5 people? Not all of them. That can't be. So that means that the one central core piece to this is the manipulator in the middle, the this that has to go. They tore your whole team up and added. Okay, it's like a Lego, building a Lego or a Build-A-Bear or a Build-A-Body, a Build-A-Whatever, and you take all these pieces and you put them onto your own self. So they took the titles from one person's job, the titles from the other person's job, the duties from the other person's job, all the other things from these other people that were the dream team, said, I'll do that. And then they have this long list of responsibilities that we know they don't even do. They lean on you and they staff to do it all. They just want position and the power, control, the microphone, the camera time, but they don't want to do the job. And when they do have to do the job, they're spouting and pouting and angry about the whole doggone thing. I need you to see this. I believe, God, that you do. If you don't see it right now while you're watching this, you will. And you'll come back and look at this again and be like, oh, yeah, I do see it. And see it and do something about it. It's a mistake. And it's okay to admit that you made a mistake because no one's perfect. You're not God. Not the Lord. We're humans and we do make mistakes. We err or make errors, right? And it's okay. You can come back from a mistake, but if you continue to live in a double, triple down and continue to endorse the mistake like it's a mistake, and eventually everyone who knows it's a mistake is side-eyeing you. So again, if you don't shut this down and send it out when the time is right, and I, the Lord, will make it happen, Isaiah 60:22, and he makes this thing happen that he planned to make happen, and you didn't move that person out the way in time, then it's going to be looking bad on you too, right? He's still going to make it happen, but it's going to cost you because you already knew what it was. If you didn't know, you know now, and you've got to make the changes. I don't care how hard it is. Rip that stupid Band-Aid off. Any old wounds you had that make you stay with this, would probably say trauma bonding. That ain't no love. You got to clear yourself. Let's be clear. There's so much ahead. And I've been saying this for a while, because I think I probably said this, I don't know if it was the first night or the second night, that you think you're doing something now, that ain't even close to what God has for you to do. He's seen nothing yet. Because you're in this low-level thing that keeps pulling you down, even though you're trying to rise up, they're pulling you. And the roots are taking over you. Your goodness, they're taking it over. And you are slowly dying. You die slowly every day. That's their job. That's what a weed's job is to do, is to destroy and take over and get deep into the soil of the purpose of your life. And until you pull that weed out and toss it, so it's never seen or heard from again in your orbit, in your space, or anything that you're doing, or anywhere you are. You're never even on the same platform again. You don't communicate. You can forgive somebody and not communicate. All right, you did me wrong. I ain't happy about it, but I gotta forgive, so I'm gonna forgive you about it. But that don't mean we're gonna communicate. You ain't gonna sit at my table. You're gonna eat at my table. You're gonna be around me. You're gonna be in my circle. I'm never endorsing you for anything because I know what kind of person you are. I wish you well. It's a wrap, and that's it. Shut it down. What's the name of this video? The shutdown and the snapback. And when you thing down that you think is so brilliant and what do you say, amazing and most amazing and brilliant, this and that. When you shut that foolishness down that you keep endorsing, keep parading around like it's so great, it's terrible. And everybody knows it. They're just not going to tell you. Prophet said that too. Must have been Monday night. Everybody going to tell you what they need to say. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, whether you like it or not. And so you might have shut my messages down because you ain't like what I had to say. I'm telling you what God said that I need to say. I don't even know what I'm going to say when I get on here. When I go back and watch these videos, I'm like, wow, that was really great, God. I don't even remember saying that. But I'm just saying, I'm grabbing you. Please, I beg of you, shut it down. Shut it down so you can snap back. Hey, come on, snap back. Why are you sitting in that kiddie pool mess? Please free yourself. Please free yourself. I know. Guilty of going back and you know, and just the ways that I should change, right? Everybody is like, if I should be doing something, I probably might want to lay down. I didn't lay down today. I'm on over. And then be getting up doing some stuff. And sometimes I don't. And then I got to make up for it later. Or if I continue to not do what I'm supposed to do, I get deeper and deeper into a mess, right? I get further and further behind schedule where God had me be. And it's really me telling God, I don't care what you said because I ain't doing it. Really what it said. Because we got to go, I would just say, we got to go beyond the field. We got to go beyond the field. I don't feel like doing this, that, or the other thing, but I got to do it, right? Right now I'm working 7 days a week. I don't work those 7 days a week. I'm working evenings, I'm working weekends, and weekdays. And holidays. I got a brand new job, though. Thank you, Lord. I am a member of Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB, Triple Team Traffic, 70 Stallworth, 95.5 WSB. And so you'll hear me out there on Triple Team Traffic. Cool. But what it does mean is that I got a busier schedule. And I'm not used to a busier schedule. I've been working at home for 5 years straight since the pandemic. I've been working at the house. Work 5 hours a day. It's a full-time job with benefits. Then I was teaching a couple days a week and doing that. And teaching was in person 1 day a week, 1 day online. So I only had to leave the house 1 day for work and 1 day for church. And that was it. Now, I'm going to have to leave the house 6 days a week and go to work 7 days. 1 day I work at the house. 6 days a week leaving the house to work either on the radio or at the school. And 1 day still working, but at the house. And I pray it's only for, not too long. Because I ain't going to work no 7 days forever. So I'm going to make some changes down the line here. But for now, I got to do what I got to do. What are you going to do? I'm going to do what must be done. So the wonderful change comes over me, right? Until when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. But whether I feel like it or not, whether I'm used to driving all the time and going downtown or midtown or not, I still have to do it. Because that's what it is, right? So just because you don't feel like doing what you have to do, or you think it'll ruffle some feathers, it's going to. And they are not going to give up. But it's up to you to cut them off. Shut it down. Take the access card away. Log out. Lock all their accounts. They can't get in. They got to go. No employment, no connection, no relationship, no nothing, no contact, nothing. Restraining order if you need it. They got a restraining order on somebody. Well, I think they were the one at fault. See, that's the same manipulation thing that we're talking about, okay? That your insider said was going on that I that God either showed me, told me, or that I saw for myself. That was my fourth confirmation about that. So, again, ain't no way that 5 amazing leaders on your leadership team are gone due to cause. Ain't no way you make me believe that those 5 individuals are gone because of cause. Not that anybody's perfect. Any of them could have done things that weren't good or right, but I don't believe that they all are gone without a goodbye, without a notification to the people that they've been serving that they were leaving. That means they were forced to leave. And the only one who could force them to leave is you or this, the this. And if the this is in your ear enough, or in your body enough, or in your whatever enough, or you're in there whatever enough, that they can pillow talk you into saying whatever and doing whatever they want you to do, or if they hold something over your head because they studied you for years, they know what makes you tick, they know how to get to you, and because they were so close to you, they probably know things about you don't want people to know. And they're the kind of manipulating, controlling person who will hold that over your head. If you let me go, or make me leave, or cut this off, I'm going to tell everybody this. And I said long ago in this community, you guys, you got to tell all your secrets about yourself. You tell your own secrets. That way, nobody can hold a secret over your head. Yeah, I did do that. It was a crazy time for me. I made some poor decisions. I understand. I learned a lesson from that. I'm not that way anymore. And we're all allowed to transform and improve ourselves. So no one's going to hold that against you. Whatever this thing is that they're holding over your head, if they're holding something, which I believe they probably are. If you have learned the lesson, you have leveled up since then. If you have said no more to that, and you're real and honest about it, and you don't even do that anymore unless they try to make you do it because they want to tell people, don't give them the power to control you. You got no little puppet. You being puppeted, I've said before. You being puppeted. They gonna make you do the dance, do whatever, because they got the strings. And you, Pinocchio, you got no strings. Cut them strings off. They can't puppet you unless you let them. And if you let them puppet you because you're afraid of what they might do or say about you, then you do it or say it first. And when you blow the whistle on yourself, there's no big deal. It's one thing if you're doing something that is something you don't want people to know, and you're still doing it, and you tell people, but I was doing so-and-so, and I'm still doing it. I'm doubling down on that mistake. People gonna look at you like sideways, like, okay. Keep on doing that, but we ain't with you no more. Or if you were doing things you weren't supposed to do, or that God didn't want you to do, whatever it is, you, me, whoever, none of us perfect. If you're doing things that you weren't supposed to be doing, and then you decided, because it's a choice, it's a decision, no one can make you. They can't make you. You decide to be at that place with those people, or that time, or doing those things, or whatever it was, or whatever it is, right? If you decide, I'm shutting all of that down, all that has to go, and I'm coming clean about it. And I'll tell you why I'm coming clean, because the this that I've sent away, if I didn't come clean on my own, they would have tried to bring me down by talking about it. So I'm going to talk about this myself, and then once I'm done talking about it, and I explain to you that I've learned my lesson, I don't do these things anymore. Yes, it was a dark time for me, but I'm better now, and I'm moving forward by myself without that controller trying to control me based off of things that have happened or that I've done. People are going to still be with you. But what they're not going to be with is when the fake, phony fraud is brought to the public knowledge. People know it, but everybody don't know it because they still like, ooh, yeah, still lovely, still beautiful, still this, still that. It's an ugly, dark, nasty thing in there that's not healed. And when you cut the thing off, let's say the shutdown and the snapback, when you shut it down, send it away. Why? Oh, so this and this and that. It was so great. It was not so great. Put a picture up for people who don't understand, and maybe you don't even understand, put a picture up of you before this person. And then put a picture up of you now. Interpolate and extract the time period between one picture and the next. And then determine how many years have you aged in your face and your appearance fooling with this. Were they good for you? No. Did they level up? Heck yeah. They got the whole new grill, they got the whole new everything else, right? The whole new smile, the whole new whatever else they get done. People get done what they want, but they leveled up and you did not. You got some arm candy, but that only goes so far. People still know what that person is about, even if they don't tell you. Because you like it, I love it, is the people in your face. You got the yes people in your face? Cool. But if you don't believe the yes people and not believe the people like me who's like, hey, let me tell you something. I know you don't want to hear this, but this is what it is. And you playing yourself. I'm going to tell you the straight truth. But I speak the truth in love, always. I love you. I do. I love you so much. And I care about you, and I want the best for you. Okay? It don't have to even involve me. I'm just about what's best for you. And if we spend our life making different kinds of errors, which we all do, but some more grave than others, and it's a pattern, you're in a pattern of making these errors and poor judgment, either based off of your own understanding, based off of your inner child wounds, based off of upbringing, based off of the people that you surround yourself with that are yes people that are around you that are appearing to be yes people are really manipulating you, people that are controlling who you speak to, who calls you, who messages you, whose emails you see, because they want to control the narrative around what it is. That's a no-go. That's a no-go. So that's a mistake to keep that around you if you really want to do what God said. Because there's a lot of people that say they're doing what God said that are not. They are manipulating things to their benefit, but they're not doing what God said. There's people that stand with you that say that they serve God in the same way that you do, and they don't. They don't even serve the same God that you serve. They don't. They don't. And they look like it. They know how to dance and do all the things they got to do, but there ain't no Jesus in that. We say that back in the day. Ain't no Jesus in that. Ain't no Jesus in that. God knows it, and you know it deep down. It's like, well, I've been doing this long enough. Okay, it looks good, but how does it feel? How do you feel? How you really feel, right? It don't feel good. And then you long for something that you really wanted was really for you, that you was too scared to go to, or that they manipulated you out of, or whatever it was. You didn't want it at the time. Then it glowed up to be so beautiful even without your help. Then you're like, oh, shucks, So imagine with your help what the glow up would be, right? This is without your help, without your presence. And with your presence, woohoo! And with the right person's presence in your life, you won't look 15 years older in 15 months. You will look 15 years younger, baby. You will be all the way up. And we always win. So I don't know why she swallowed a fly. I guess I don't know why you won't do what God said. Only thing I would ever worry about in life, if I'm being honest and true to myself and what's best for me, is doing what God said. It doesn't mean that I will always do what He said properly, because the free will might kick in. But these days, I just want to serve and please God. That's all I'm about. I want to help others serve and please God. That's it. I want everybody to get their divine destiny that God had for them. I want everyone to live and serve God in a way that they can see what their purpose is, and that they achieve their purpose, and that when they leave this earth, that God's will for them will have been done, and they will have lived that dream life that is your destined life, without the intruders and manipulators taking over. So when this is put out, much the same as they put those 5 great leaders out. They're the only ones left that you pulled in. 5 great leaders out, and they're still in, and we never heard or seen from them again. I would bring those people back at whatever it costs. I don't care what it costs. Bring them back. You don't even have anybody now. You just have a couple, 3 people, right? And one of them is a witch and a snitch and a trick of the enemy. You can't win with that team. The other people on the team, they're doing their best and they're doing a good job. That plant that's in there, the root plant that is down into the roots of your swallowing and destroying the roots of your purpose and the soil and the foundation that God put you in, that weed has to go. The other people you just brought on after the fact of the other people being put out, they can stay. They got great destiny on them too. But the one weed has got to go. Because it won't be long before they make those other people go too. As soon as someone disagrees with this individual, this, as soon as they don't go with this agenda, then they're put out. And this should be put out with no goodbye, with no announcement, with nothing. Nothing. They didn't give these people a chance to say nothing, and they were upstanding leaders. And this is a whole wicked this, and you're going to give them a chance to say, oh, this, and don't let them say nothing else to your people. They're pouring out poison on your people every single time they open their mouth, every time they look them in the eye, and God knows every time you let them touch somebody. I feel sorry for everybody you let them touch. There's nothing on them. It is an illusion. It's a mirage. You're still in the doggone desert. You think you're in some oasis. You're in the desert. That is a desert place that you're in. You have to come out of it. And most of the other people had no chance to say, like, they don't have a chance to say no. You fill in the paperwork for the job. You fill in the paperwork for the private life part, and it's over. They can't come back. They're not permitted in there. Their access is revoked, not only to the place of business, but also to you. It's over. The jig is up. They've been found out. And like I said, they will be found out fully. People know, but not everybody. A lot of people are still being fooled. That's why they keep celebrating them. It's going to happen. I said this a long time, not even a long time, even recently. This is about to go down. And again, if you're still attached to that, when it goes down, then you're going down with them. And I would hate to see that happen. God don't even want that to happen. God wants it to be in his divine order. They're not part of the order. They decided to do that as a career. They decided to do so and so. They didn't know what God was going to do with them when they came there. And then they manipulated and found their way to what they want. You're not the first person that they tried this with. They tried it back in Texas, but were sent away. They were not selected. And they were mad, and they got on social media and blasted out that person. You're not the first person. You're just the one that took the bait. And don't feel ashamed about it, because again, they're a master manipulator, and they know how to study people, how to study patterns, how to know what you like, how to know how to get to you, how to know what hurts you, how to know to manipulate your emotions, how to know to all of that. And they have plenty of time to study you. Plenty of time. You give them plenty of access to study you. While you got what you wanted, they was getting the access. They was getting the details. They was getting the intel on you. And then when it came time to flip it, and then they pinned you, it was a wrap. The wrestling match is over. They won. Now it's time for you to say, all right, penalty on the play, penalty on that wrestling move. God said otherwise. So you're ejected from the match. They're ejected. Get the this, as Prophet said, this has to go. When the this has to go, he said, carry this out. He said, carry this out. Carry this out. They got to be carried out. They're not going to go willingly, but they're going to have to be carried out. They won't just be escorted out, they'll be carried out. You know, you might have to call law enforcement to get them out because they're going to pitch a whole fit. But who cares? They're destroying you. They're destroying everything that you built. And if they're more important than what God had you build, then stay where you are. Nobody is more important than what God had you to create. Not no outsider. They're an outsider. I'm not talking about your children or whatever, your parents or siblings. I'm talking about this outside person who infiltrated into your whole system, your whole organization, and used what they got. And everything that they say other people are doing is what they are doing. Every witchcraft they talk about is their witchcraft. Everything that they talk about is the demon is their demon. It's all them. That's why they know so much about it. And they're always going to turn it on somebody else to deflect. So you still think that they're that illusion of sweet, sweet, sweet. They're not sweet. I'm sure they started out sweet until someone did something to them that messed them up. But if they want to get back to the sweet that God created them to be, they're going to have to stop doing the things that they do. And they don't look like they're ready to do that no time soon, because the things that they do have gotten them what they want. As long as you keep giving them what they want, they're going to keep doing what they do. The moment you shut that thing down, that will be a moment that begins a transition to a healing for them. Do them a favor and shut it off. If you don't want to do it for yourself, you don't think enough of yourself, that I should shut this off, that it's destroying me. Think if you want to heap everything on them, oh, I want to make sure that they're okay, then make sure they're okay and cut them off so they can begin to transition to that healing that they need, so they can go into their destiny and the prophecy the prophet had for them. But it's not with you. They're trying to kill you as a weed system in your soil. That's not anybody's God-given destiny. God wouldn't give you that. We collect for ourselves. So I'm saying, what's this video called? The shutdown and the snap back. And let's be clear, I don't agree with this government shutdown going on. I don't agree with SNAP benefits being taken away or any other thing, all the layoffs, all of the, not furloughs, layoffs, people losing their job. I don't agree with none of that. But I'm using that as the title so you can understand what I'm talking about. And even that they are like the person who's in charge of this nation, not coming to the table, trying to do things to destroy things that have been established. They're the same as them. They are just not the president. You are not the president. They are not the whatever lady. Get out of that chair, Elon Musk's son said to the leader. And I'm saying you are not the whatever lady. Get out of that seat and go do what God has for you. That's all it is. But what they are doing to you and your organization is the same thing that the leader of this country is doing to the people that he's supposed to take care of. Why would people have to go without food? Why would governors of states not be willing to do the emergency injunction, emergency whatever, to get the emergency funding? Why would some governors not want to do that? Because they're scared of what that leader of the nation will do to them or say about them. It's the same pattern. These are this is the same kind of manipulator as the, believe what you want to politically, but the same kind of manipulator as that highest leader in the nation does, whether they know it or not. I believe they know it. It's the same kind of manipulator that the leaders you put in place that destroyed everything that you built is. They're the same. One and the same. The patterns are the same. The techniques are the same. The MOs are the same. I'm going to hurt everybody for my benefit. I'm going to take everything from everybody just so I get what I want. I don't really care about the people that I'm set to care for, that I'm supposed to represent. I just care about myself. That leader of the country and that leader in your organization, they are the same. See? Same. They're exactly the same. one and the same. And when you look at them that way, like you look at the leader one way, you better look at them the same way. They're the same kind. They're the same kind. They're leading different things, but they're the same kind. It's the same systematic dismantling. I'm not getting into politics. Project 2025 is the same as a systematic dismantling of all kinds of stuff, right? What this person did is a systematic dismantling of what you put in place. When you brought them in, you brought, 3 other people in? And you already had someone in before them. That was someone that was your friend and a good minister also, and a good worker. And then you brought someone else in after that person gave up the other original position. They manipulated themselves into some other position because they didn't want to work with the kiddos. Because that was the beginning. When they said, I'm not doing this no more, I want to do something else. That was the beginning. That was the beginning. That was the beginning. That was just the beginning. The prize is what they have right now. They got everything that you got. The people, the places, the things, the connections, the contacts, the name. They got everything you got. But then they're going to take all that away from you too. You ain't special. They don't like you. They don't love you. They like themselves, and they like power, and they like control. Same as the leader, okay? And this leader of this nation is not the only one who's like that as a leader. So I'm not talking about parties, I'm talking about people. That leader of the nation, systematic dismantling. This leader of your people, systematic dismantling of everything you built. So as much as you find it appalling that the SNAP benefits are gone, and it is appalling, as much as you find it's appalling that people lose their jobs since this person's been in charge, as much as you find all these things awful, you better look the same way at this person. They're not doing the same things with the same exact things, but there's the same plan. Systematic dismantling of what was already established and built and what God put in place. Systematic. Only one left standing, them. With all the power, all the control. It shouldn't be like that. And all the other people, collateral damage. All your 5 leaders, collateral damage. They couldn't have been. They couldn't. In a way you can make me believe ever that all 5 of them did misconduct and should have been put out. Ain't no way. The only misconduct that they did, which was not misconduct, it was standing up for what is right and good, is to tell this fake leader that what they're doing is not right. And as soon as they realized, this fake leader, realized that these people were not going to do what they said, or were not going to follow their plan, or we're gonna blow the whistle on them, they made a way to get them out. I'm telling you. I see it. I know what God showed me. It is what it is. So I know who you are. I love you so much. Love, hugs, pats, all of that. I'm not even mad. I might be a little extra right now, but I'm not mad about it. But I need to give you clarity. I need you to see this the way that you see other things. So let's put it in all the things that you're focusing on right now is what's going on in this country with the shutdown and the SNAP and all the other things and the 2025, whatever else, systematic dismantling of this, bad-mouthing people, name-calling, getting people fired, left, wiped out that whole committee or whoever for who didn't agree with the plan for the ballroom or whatever. It's the same thing. Do you see it's the same? It's the same. It's a different venue, but it's the same thing. When you begin to see them as the same as what you already are against, you will understand why you need to be against them. Because they are against you. All right, I'm done talking. I got to save some energy if I'm going to come to this revival. I don't mind. Again, I hope you see this. I hope you guys see this before revival tonight. Then you can come to revival, or you can watch revival online streaming platforms. Okay. Dr. Brett, I'm so excited of a New Birth Cathedral. I'm just so pleased. I'm so pleased that you decided to hold Giving Sunday off. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased for a lot of reasons, but especially for that reason that, you've given because of all that's going on. I'm so pleased about that. I'm also pleased to let you know my dad's 80th birthday was this past week as I flew up at the last minute for a little birthday shindig with all the family there. I had a great time up in Philly. Happy 80th birthday, Dad. Love you. And while I was, let's see, Saturday came Sunday. Might have been Thursday night and Friday. I knew the Giving Sunday was coming up. And God had me starting to think about the debt that New Birth has. Was it $12 million or something? And that, guys, and I always say here in the community that I have everything I need. I have everything I need. Even though it might look like, everything's not perfect, and it's not. Do I lack some financial, bank right now that I need to make ends meet every month? Yes, I do lack that. But I don't really lack it because I have everything I need to create what I need to create financially if I just see it, recognize it, and use it and put it together. I have everything I need. I have all the people I need. I have all the ideas I need. I have all the tools I need. I have everything I need, but I might not have realized that if I put this together with this and then also bring this in, that, it solves the problem. I knew I had those three things, but I never thought about bringing them together or how they could interact in a way that makes a huge difference and gives me a different way to look at the same problem. I had to go to the therapist. He would say something like, at the end of every session, he would say, and try to find new ways of dealing with some of the same old recurring whatevers, right? Try to find some new ways. So I'm always about trying to find new ways to deal with some of the same recurring issues. So thanks be unto God that it went from 33 or whatever $1 million in, I don't know why I keep saying 5 years. You've been there 6 years, going on 7. I think you skipped a few years there, Dr. Bryant. Put all the years on because you did the work for all those years. Add all the years up. Stop acting like you didn't do all those years. You did. Act like you're the age you are. Say all those years. We earned all those years. The age I'm about to turn, I'm like, I can't even believe I'll be that age. I don't feel like it. I don't look like it, but surely I am. So even my nieces and all are like, oh, Steph, you should be glad to be whatever age you are. I'm like, yeah, I am, but it just feels like, when I say I'm about to be whatever age, that don't even sound right. But stop skipping the years that God has given you. People didn't even make it to your age. So embrace your age. People didn't even make it that long in the position that you're in and the place that you're in. So embrace all of those years. Don't say I've been there 5 years ago, 6 years, no, almost 7 years ago. So say the whole thing. Right? Everything you need. This over here, I have that up there, I got this down there. They all serve purposes already. But I never thought to pull those things together to serve a new purpose to solve a recurring problem or issue. So again, I say all this to say, I knew Giving Sunday was coming up. And God had me thinking about it, praying about it, and He was talking to me about it. And it was like, but Steph, New Birth has everything they need to get rid of that debt, like this. I'm like, they do? I said, I know. I got to put my finger on it. God help me understand what it is. And so by Thursday night, I think I stayed up very late Thursday night, almost Friday morning, trying to figure this thing out. And I have a way. God gave me, I don't have it. God gave me the understanding of the way of how certain things that you already have in place can solve that debt with literally no pain to anybody. with such minor impact financially to anybody, because you already have what you need, but I don't think you're looking at it. I don't think you're looking at what you have in this particular area as being part of the solution to the 12 plus million or whatever, 10 million, 11, 12, whatever. You're not looking at what you already have as being part of the solution to this. So it's what you have, a couple other things to go with it, to flip it into the solution to be out of debt. 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, with minimal impact on people's pockets, because you already have something, and I'm happy to share it with you. If you'll ever contact me, talk to me, connect with me, I'm happy to give you the solution that God gave me. Oh my God, it's so fast. Let me see. I might even have a copy of it in my bag today. I think I put it in my little notebook here. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's proprietary, but I'll tell you how fast it happened. Months. Let's see. At a minimum, at the lowest amount, the lowest way to pay this off, the longest way, using everything that you have already, 300 weeks to pay the 12 million, 75 months to pay the 12 million. That's 5 or 6 more years. If you take it up a notch, it will be 50 weeks. That's less than a year to pay the 12 million off. If using everything that you already have works together with some new things that can be put in place, that God already gave it to me what it is. I got the whole plan, and you got to connect. In 50 weeks, you can pay off the 12 million. That'll be 12 months, less than 12 months. And then if we take it up another little, this is a very little notch, take it up a little notch. In 27 to 28 weeks, you can pay off 12 million. Huh? What? This is what you already have this. You're not looking at it. God, let me look right at it and say, use this, add this, put this with it, and pull it together, and the answer is there. Your answer is there without raising $1 million at one time. 27 to 28 weeks, you can pay the 12 million if all was utilized. That's 6.8 something months to pay the 12. Come on now, you owe this a chance to listen. You need to hear this. You need to contact me. I will share this with you, because it is a and it's not just only going to help with the 12 million. Because let's say you paid the 12 million off in the 18.75 weeks, which is 4 to 5 months or whatever. After that, it's what you said, Jamal Bryant. You said that what the church raises should not just go to utilities. It should go to all the other wonderful things. And when you can fund all the other wonderful things that help all the other wonderful people that you're there to serve, we're all winning, and we always win, right? And so the plan, the numbers, how this can work, the other little pieces that go in play, I really wish you would contact me. You're missing it. You're missing it. You won't have to be worried about one Sunday at $1 million and ask every year and hope for other stuff. You already have everything you need to knock that thing out, just like that. The longest it'll take, if everything is that you already have is used, is 75 months at the minimal connection of all those things. You go up just a little notch to that connection, you would be 12 and a half months to pay it off, or 12 to 13 months to pay off the 12 million. What are we doing? What are we doing? I got the whole spreadsheet. I got the numbers all mapped out. If you use all that you already have, if you use 75% of what you already have, what it would be, if you use 50% of what you already have, and if you use 25% of what you You already have. There's things that you already have that you're not even looking at that are going to solve the issue, that are going to help you to pay the debt and to build what you want to build financially for the church and for God's people. And to be able, you can just help people all the time because the utilities would be no big deal. This is what you talk about all the time. I know it. And I'm asking you, and if anyone's watching this and knows him, ask him to connect with me. I got a whole plan. I promise you. God showed me this thing. It was Thursday night. I stayed up all night Thursday night. I'm like, all right, Lord. And then this, and then that, and then oh, and then oh, and then oh, and that's all it takes? Glory be to God. So while you're sitting there with somebody who's draining the life out of you, draining your doggone bank account, worrying you to death, you could have the key to the source of the oh, the key to your gooey, fresh, no worries complexion again. Come on. What are you really going to do? Keep making the same mistake you've been spending a long time making? Or are you going to just go, this will be very tough. Everything is ready except you. This can happen. This can happen. Just like that. With already strong. And I have everything I need. What's that song? I have everything I need. The Lord provides for me. The Lord already provided for you what you need, but you're not looking at it. I'm here to help. I promise you. I'm here to help. I'm not a hater. I'm here to help. I'm not a hindrance. I'm here to help you. I have all kinds of things he gave me for you. And with the protocol, nobody can come near you to tell you any doggone thing. I'm here to help. He gave me this, okay? And, woo, it's good. It's better. It's best. It's amazing. And the same amount of time you spent making that doggone mistake, that'll be a whole figment of your imagination like it never happened. Because you're into, you stepping in real high cotton in, going up to do atmospheres. What's that song I used to play for y'all? By Jason Upton. It's called Fly. Jason Upton's Fly. Christian song. Says going up to new atmospheres, going to new places, going up to new atmospheres. Gotta have new ears. You gotta have new ears. New ears. Do you see what I see? Do you know what I know? Do you want what I want? You know, it's like God has set you free. God has given you the air. Get an aerial view of this thing. You're not looking at you all in the weeds, man. You're all in the weeds. I want to help you get that aerial view. Dr. Jamal Harrison Bryant, I'm trying to help you, okay? And you don't have to take the plan, but I'm telling you, you need to hear the plan at least. And maybe you make tweaks on it that work better for you. But God gave me what that is. And it was all night Thursday night into Friday. I get no sleep. No sleep. I went to bed at 4 a.m. But I knew I had to finish this thing. And it's a whole fleshed out thing. Okay? All right. I mean, I'm here to help. I always say I'm happy to help. You did a great job with those announcements and everything. Oh, thank you. I'm happy to help. So, you know, this is a help on a bigger scale. On a bigger scale. It's on the scale of stuff that you want to have happen, that God put in you that can happen. But if you don't look at the right things that he already gave you, you might not know that it could go together to solve the problem. And then to create new growth and expand all the ministry and all those things, right? There's so much. That's for you, Dr. Jamal Harrison. Love you so much. God bless you guys. Love, hugs, pats, all of that. It's about 5:32 on Wednesday night. I might get to the revival tonight for the third night. I'll see if I can get there for that. But I'm telling you, I need to share this with you. You need to cut through your little protocol, get rid of that carried out mess, and come see about me. God gave me a bunch of stuff for you, a bunch of stuff. And I ain't no crazy. I know nothing. You know me. I'm none of those things. So, you know, it is what it is. with them good AMEs back together. You know my family knows your family. Don't play me now. You messing up, because this could change everything. It'll change the whole game. And you and this will be the blueprint to help other ministries do the same. You want to burn the mortgage? Let's burn the mortgage before spring. If you do it, right? It's available to you. God has all this available to you. But how much do you believe? How much faith do you really, really have? I want to know if you even have mustard seed faith, that's enough. But if you have really big faith, oh my gosh, open the floodgates of heaven. This is about to go down. It's about to go down. Give God some glory. Go down, baby. What do you engage in this thing? All right. So put the mess. Put it down. Move this mess out so you can hear clearly. Gotta have new ears, not the ears that have been polluted with that mess and the charades and the manipulation and all of the nasty lies that they told you about people to make you get rid of people and block people out and all of that. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. All of that. That whole thing just sickens me. I'm trying to see you be free of that, because there's so much more that God has. Imagine. And it's about to, I said, if you get the right piece to the puzzle lock, where everything, you lock that in. Because right now, everything's like all here, and you're never really connecting because you're worried about if you connect, what's going to connect that doggone thing that God told you to connect. It's the puzzle lock that unlocks everything in your destiny. All of a sudden, it's a whole new thing. You think what you've done so far, which is so amazing, I ain't poo-pooing it, is it? You think that's all you have with it? No, this can't be it. What are you planning on in this? You don't believe for more than what you want? Come on. God, we serve. Believe it for anything. And so, this can't be it. Pastor Bryant, this can't be it. Stopping away at the debt. Year at a time. The next 12 years, no. It's be over. But however you decide to implement this thing, and the things you already have or that already exist that are available to you. Okay? So. That's all I can say. The ball's in your court, sir. Time to level that doggone thing up. You've been in the kiddie pool long enough. That's for everybody. Come on, all of y'all, the community. Come on, too. We got to level this thing up. The time is right. When the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. God is going to make it happen whether you got your feet dragging and shoes scuffing or not. You're going to be on the right side of this thing or the wrong side of this thing. Where will you be? Where should you be? It takes you back to that. Where should you be? Oh, my toes all tired out. I've been talking all day in the WSB 24-hour traffic center. Central Routine Traffic, 95.5 WSB, 74, 95.5 WSB. My foot is a little sore. And then I'm doing all of this. I'm drinking the last little drop of my mushroom coffee. I'm going to get myself rehydrated. That's going to be it. The refreshing joy of the going on. Whoopsie, that's going to be like this. Coffee. I know I sound a little excited, but I am excited. If you can see, and I think you can see that some don't you want you put down a little bit. That's what I'm trying to hands on your eyes. But when you clear, let's be clear. Oh, it's on. And again, debt gone. Everything else going up. It's historic. It's going to be historic. It's going to be groundbreaking. It's going to be blueprint. I told you before, You're going to change the face of Christian ministry as we know it if you just do. And don't you trust him enough? Stop worrying about what's going to happen. Stop worrying about who's going to think what. Stop worrying about who's going to say what. So what? You lose friends, they was fake friends. You lose supported people, they weren't for you. They were for the fake. It's time to be real, authentic, and on fire for God all the way. All the way. You a Noah on fire. No one believed him. Well, he was a doggone nut. Well, be a doggone nut. But you're going to survive that flood. Because right now, it's about to start raining on you and that fake thing. And you're going to need to build an ark to get the heck up out of there. And you're going to need to finish that debt out. And then it's all up from there. That's for Jamal Harrison Bryant, Newburgh Cathedral, Stonecrest, Georgia. All right, so reach out. You got my contact info. Call me. I got this whole, God gave me this whole thing. And I am happy to share it with you and help you get that thing done. Okay? And it doesn't, I promise you, it takes nothing that you don't already have or that's not already available to you that you haven't taken advantage of. It's either something you haven't taken advantage of, something that's newly created for you, something you already have. Those three things are going to give you the key to that box. That's going to be it. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait. I just pray to God in heaven that not only that you see this info or someone shares this info with you, but that you take advantage of the opportunity. Finally. The finally thing is, I told you about the when the subway door was closed on my neck in Montreal, my most embarrassing moment of my life. We were on the wrong side of the subway. We all had to get out of the car. And I went like this to get out. Thinking that the subway was like the L train of Philly, where it was soft, in between where the doors closed, it was soft there, and it would reopen if it closed and someone was in it. So I did like this, thinking it's going to open, and I go like this, and then the doors close right on me, like, and my hand is like this, the doors are going like this on me, and my head's outside, the doors are on my neck, and my body is inside the car. Most embarrassing moment of my life. And so I said in one of my videos before, I hope you saw it, but if you didn't, it was a whole family trip up there. Extended family. We took a whole tour bus of everyone up to Montreal. And so all the ladies, women's aunts, cousins, nieces, daughters, grandmothers, whatever. All the women were on shopping tour, and then the men were doing whatever the men were doing, and they were meeting back up for dinner. So we're going to the shopping. We're on the train. We've realized, I said, we're going the wrong way. We got to get off and go in the other direction. So we were trying to get off before the train left the station. I said, all right, everybody get off. I was the last one to get off, and then the doors closed on me. So this Montreal lady, she saw my head outside the door, my body inside, and she just looked at me like, so embarrassed. I couldn't even look to see what's going on inside the car. I don't know what they were thinking. And my hand is like this, and my head is outside, and my body is inside, and the door keep going like this on my neck. My whole female side of the family is outside on the platform, and so I go like this. It's stuck on my neck, and we're in the last car, and they had a conductor back here, and so I go like this. And my mom's like, "Can you open the door?" And I'm looking at him, and he goes, like, "It's above me." He's like, he had no control over the doors. I don't know if he was just riding because he was going to be starting at a different station to do his job or whatever. And he wasn't the one actually controlling the train. The guy in the front, it's the guy in the front. Like, well, shucks, can't you tell him? And he's like, hey, I can't do anything. And so I look to my mom, and good moms that are well-intentioned for their children, they're going to find the answer for you when you're in peril. And I was in peril. I'm stuck in the door. And so he goes, can't help you. And I'm like, Mom, you know, I used to like, if you don't know what to do and you're about to something about to harm you, Mom. And so she looks at me, looking at her, she looks at me, she says, Moms, well-intentioned moms always gonna have. I'm a mom, and I'm gonna always have a solution for my children. Hashtag my three sons. I'm gonna have a solution because I care about them. I want nothing to happen to them. So I'm gonna be thinking, Lord, what do we need to do? What do we need to do? So she just looked at me. She said, well, ride to the next stop. Ride to the next stop. And I'm like, ride to the next. I was like this. Ride to the next stop. And I looked down the thing, and it was a really streamlined train, seemingly. It wasn't a cavernous tunnel that it was going in because we were underground. It seemed like so streamlined that if this was the top of the train, that this was the top of the tunnel. This was the curve of the tunnel. And it looked like it was out this much space between the tunnel from where I was standing, and the train. Like, it was so perfect, right? And I'm like, if my head has to go through that, it's going to be done. It's going to be a wrap. I was scared out of my wits. But she said, ride to the next stop. I'm like, I'm looking down like, can I ride to the next stop? Like, it don't look like it, but my mom said I could, so all right, I'm willing to do it. That's all I can do. And then the train doors open somehow. It's all cold, whatever. And that was it. So I feel like to say, okay, let's go together. I feel like to say, there's always some saying that we have in our family that carries on way past the time that it ever occurred. So when my mom said, what? I didn't know what to do. She didn't know what to do. To come with an answer, she said, well, anytime, I was like a teenager then. So anytime in our family, when someone doesn't know what to do, we just say, well, why do we do this? So, you know, we just remember those moments, right? And so once my youngest son, hashtag my three sons, my youngest son, we were up there visiting, and you know, all the cousins are the same age, right? So like my niece was having a baby the same time I was having her oldest, same time I was having my oldest, same time my brother and his wife were having their youngest. So we're all expecting at the same time. And so that means all our kids are born around the same time and all the same age. So each of my sons, they have cousins the exact same age and all of that. So they all want to see the cousins every time because we lived away a lot, either in D.C., Maryland, Virginia, down here in Atlanta. And they were all up in Philly. And we were all so close. So my youngest son was waiting for the cousins to come over. It took them a while to get there. They didn't get there when we thought they would. And he was just waiting. He couldn't wait to see him. Really, the boy cousin, his boy cousin that he wanted to play with, same age. And so he was like, when are they coming? They said they're coming. Don't worry. All right, she said they're on their way. And he's waiting patiently. He's really little. He's waiting patiently at the table, waiting. And then finally we hear ding dong. And he goes, finally, right? And he goes running to the door. He's like finally so happy. And they just played and had a great time. But that's the whole thing. Finally. So what I'm saying to you is finally, when you finally just said the Lord, oh my gosh, it is going to be so amazing. You're going to be like, why was I dragging my feet and covering my feet? I'm so sorry. I had this thing held up all by myself. It's only your decision. You're the only thing holding it up. Everything else is going to line right up. Everything that you're worried about, are they going to accept me? Are they going to this? It's all lined up. It's already ready. Everybody's ready. Everybody's ready. God is ready. Everybody He has in place for you is ready, except you're not ready. And so when you let go, I said this earlier to me, let go of your pride, let go of your ego, and say, all right, God, I'm just going to do what you said. I don't care what anybody has to say, because people's opinions of me are none of my business. And, you know, I say that to y'all all the time in this community. It's none of your business what these people think. Who cares? And it'll be a big kerfluffle for a little bit, and then it'll die down because there'll be something else. As always, you know how the cycle goes. News cycle, gossip cycle, blogger cycle. Who cares? None of that has nothing to do with the kingdom of God and what he put you here to do. None of that has anything to do with that. I don't care. None of it. I don't care what they say, how they say it, what they say about you. In the end, they're going to know that you did what God said. We already know you have a heart for God's people, right? So what? We make mistakes. No one is perfect. If you're great in that part about God's people, but you're messing up in your personal life, you can learn to fix that. You can learn from the mistakes and the errors and then get on the right path. And here's your chance to do that. So it doesn't matter what people have to say. I don't care what anybody has to say about me. I'm going to do what he said. That's it. I believe God. Whose report do you believe? Who do you believe? Do you believe what these people have to say? Do you believe what the foolishness that people put in your ear to make these decisions, or whatever you chose to do in your free will and pride and ego? I'm going to do what I want to do anyway. It's going to work out fine, and it doesn't work out. I don't care. Just come back. God, okay. I yield. What must I do? What do you say? Come on, I yield, Lord. I yield. Whatever you're doing in this time, don't do without me. What you're doing in the season, don't do it without me. He's going to do it without you. Because Isaiah 60:22 says, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. And the time's going to be right, but you got to be right to be caught up in that thing. Otherwise, you're going to be taken down by what you're in right now. I don't even know why I keep talking about it. I just pray that you get it one of these times if you haven't already gotten it. Okay, I'm getting hot in this car. I pray that you get it one of these times if you haven't already gotten it, because I'm like, oh my gosh, Lord. Oh. Mercy. So, I'm counting on you, okay? I'm counting on everyone in this community. From me, to Pastor Jamal Bryant, to you, to the people that you share this with. We can do this thing. With the Lord on our side, with God, anything is possible. It's all possible. We all think like, I don't have to see it, but I know it's coming. I don't see nothing, but I know it's coming. I don't have to see it, but I know it's coming. Thank you, Jonathan Nelson. And Ashton was there last night. I don't have to see it, but I know it's coming. I don't have to see it, but I know it's coming because I heard what God said. He showed me what he showed me, and I believe God. I don't believe people. I don't care what this thing looks like. It looks crazy as can be to me right now. And if I was only in my own head and my own self and not connected to God, I would have gave up a long time ago. I know what he said. And when the time is right, because the time isn't right, the time isn't right. If some things got to be corrected in that space, I don't want to be there before my time to be there. Because it's going to be hurtful, it's going to be destructive, it's going to be very difficulties that I don't have to have. So if God's protecting me from a bunch of mess, I'm going to have to just be patient and say, when the time is right. The time must not be right because he didn't make it happen yet. But I believe the time is right. And you got to carry this out. You have to shut it down so that you can snap back after snap. And all the government and the shutdown. And then it won't snap. But I hope you shut the thing down and use it. All right, it's time to snap back. Come on, back. You know, hey, it's bounce back. Hey, tonight, I think I'm ready. I'm about to bounce back in 2 hours. In 2 hours at New Birth, love you. God bless you. Love her. Has all of that. Her has everything. I really love you so much. I haven't been on here in a while. I've been going through it, boy. But thanks be unto God. I got a new job. Steve Traffic 955 WSB, baby. Hey, God is good and he is able. But listen, he gave me the key to the source of the gold dust. Dr. Brian at New Birth, I need you to get. I love you. All of that. See you every Bible tonight. Or maybe I'll be online. I might be out of energy. After all of this, time will tell. Only God knows. But tonight I bounce back. It is time to shut it down and snap All right? I promise you, when you shut that thing down, shut the door, keep out the devil, keep the devil in the night, shut the door, keep out the devil, light the candle, everything's all right, light the candle, everything's all right. Hey, 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 shut the door. Hey, hey, shut the door. Hey, 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 shut the door. Satan's mad. He won't be back no more. Satan's mad. She won't be back no more. You gave her enough. Let her go build her own thing somewhere, but this ain't her thing. This ain't her thing. She ain't bring nothing to the thing except the mess. God brought what you need to the thing. You just have to invite it in. Invite it in. And I'll see you there. But seriously, Dr. Wright, you got my contact info. Forget it. And you don't have it anymore. And we can game changing what God said. Okay? Okay. I ain't with the mess. I ain't with the mess. I don't suffer fools lightly, and I ain't with the mess. And I'm going to tell y'all what needs to be said, even if nobody else will dare go and say it. I don't work for you. I'm going to tell you what God said. I work for God. I'm going to tell you what he said. With no shade. You don't got to like it, and you ain't got to love it, you got to do nothing. You can hear it, and it's up to you to listen. It ain't up to me. I can't make nobody do nothing. God can make me do whatever he want to make me do, and I'm doing what he said. So I'm doing my part. Will you do yours? All right. Love, hugs, pats, all of that. I gotta go. I gotta snap back. I gotta bounce back tonight. I gotta bounce back. See you guys on the other side of the room. Come on. I don't have to see it, but I know.